In the Go Prayer Book, please turn to page 34. And we'll start with Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra. So if you have the white binder rather than the Go Prayer Book, turn to the first page that's titled Kadampa Center Prayers. Te ata om mune ma munaye soha. Te ata om mune ma munaye soha. Te ata om mune maha munaye soha. The Medicine Buddha stands in mantra is on the blue sheet if you have the white binder. So let's start with the stanza. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis like. And now the mantra 7 times. Te ata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. The 4 measurables in English 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now turn to page 37. At the bottom you see 2 mantras. So let's say Chenrezig's mantra 8 times, and he's the Buddha of great compassion. And then Green Tara's mantra 7 times, and she is the deity of enlightened activity. Om mani padme hum. 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 Om taritu taritu re soha. 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 Thank you. And the children are welcome to go to their class.
Hold on, let me just make a quick announcement.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, so if anybody is unaware, the education building across the way, the trailer that's out there, is in mold remediation right now. So the elementary classes have been meeting in the kitchen and in the preschool room. And then finally, we made friends with our neighbors, TriCom back here. And today I will be taking the elementary age class to that TriCom building. If you have a child in my class, you can pick them up at the stupa. We'll walk them back over here at the end of class. But also, if anybody has ever used the TriCom parking lot, and if you want to write a little thank you note, just write a little thank you note to them and stick it in my family program box, which is right across from the bathrooms, and we'll thank them because they've been such good neighbors to us during this time of need until we get that building fixed, which will be in April. So.
Oh, very good. Wonderful, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Would you mind to take maybe 1 minute or maybe a few minutes to introduce yourself to each other, please? Thomas, how are you feeling? Silent meditation? Silent meditation?
Silent meditation, yeah.
You look good.
But I want to come over and talk.
Yeah, sure, please.
So maybe tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'll call you this afternoon.
Okay. Hamullah. The strengths are from the Guide to Buddhist the Way of Life. Last Sunday we read, you remember?
Oh, yeah, it's meditation number 90.
Oh. Hello. Come here. Oh, he's not. Oh, nobody sees him.
Just an illusion.
The banana bread sees you. Banana bread, come on. Bread is going to jump. How are you? Give me a high five.
High five.
Give me a high five. High five. Whoa! Namala de Kodha. Which chapter? Which chapter?
Meditation.
Which chapter?
Meditation.
Chapter number what? What chapter number? Chapter no, chapter number. Chapter.
Number 8.
Chapter number 8.
8.
Mara chapter. Chapter number 5. Which like.
It's number 90 is the stanza and it's chapter 8, meditation.
Chapter 8. Do give dedication?
So no, dedication.
No, something. Yes, we should do.
So it's like almost in the middle. It's almost in the middle of the chapter.
Thank you very much. So last Sunday, so so Wednesday night, I've been teaching 6 perfections, practice of 6 perfections. So therefore, I've been reading. Usually I don't read much because I'm lazy. I'm lazy. So I've been reading quite a bit lately because of the class on Wednesday night. So I just want to explain the 6 parameter, how is the detail as possible, for the sake of knowledge. So then I find out, even the Shakyamuni Buddha kind of wrote all these books here, all of this. Maybe there's 18 books is written by Lama Tsongkhapa and his disciple. Other than that, all of this, there's like 300 something. Then there's like a lot of them probably commentaries written by Indian master, and there's 108 of them. So then directly composed by Shakyamuni Buddha. So why I explain loving compassion last Sunday, because I've been reading that book that Avalokiteshvara is Sanskrit word, it's called Buddha of Compassions. Said Bodhisattva means someone who already generated bodhicitta. Bodhicitta means, like body, there's fully enlightenment. Chitta is mind, mindset. Mind that desire for fully enlightenment, just to benefit sentient beings, that's all. Just to benefit sentient beings. That's called bodhicitta. The person who has bodhicitta, then called bodhisattva. The person who has bodhicitta, then that person become bodhisattva, regardless. So then our Avalokiteshvara said, bodhisattva should not, do many practices. Should not do many practices. They should do only one practice. Said only one practice. So then probably question arises, what is that only one practice? And said, compassion. Compassion. Said compassion. So then loving compassions. Also loving compassion. It's like love. So compassion, that's important. Anyway, the importance is the only one practice that Bodhisattva should do. What is that only one practice? That's compassion. So in every class, we say this 4 immeasurable prayers. This is for everybody, everybody that breathes air. So I think this is very critical for our own happiness, very critical. What do you think? What do you think? Compassion. What do you think? He raised his hand. Huh? What do you say?
He said Pikachu.
Huh?
He said Pikachu. That's a
Compassion.
it's a Japanese cartoon figure.
Oh, that's Japanese version of compassion. Pikachu. So here, these books is composed by Shantideva around 8th century. 8th century. This book has only been written around 8th century. So in this book, the Shantideva kind of explains, how to meditate or how to practice on loving compassion called Chamtse, Champa in Tibetan called love in Champa. Tsewa, there's the brief word for Ningje, there's compassion. So So need to, like not just talk about loving compassion, but need to, how you say, need to put some effort how to implement loving compassion in our day-to-day life for sake of your own happiness. Then, of course, sake of happiness for other living beings. It's very, very critical, very important, very critical. It kind of like softens your heart when you meditate, when you think about loving compassion, When you think about loving compassion, it's kind of like, how you say, mellow your heart. We need gentle heart. That's the way to go for happiness, gentle heart. So, like, then how to practice, for immeasurable. For immeasurable, first one day you wish happiness for every breathing living being. So that's called love, immeasurable love. The second one is immeasurable compassion. So, so then third one is like immeasurable joy, because you do get joy. You do get joy if you wish happiness for others. You do get joy, So you do get joy. So then we have to, so here, Dada Shendu Nyambai, so I'm quoting from this book, Dada Shendu Nyambai. Last Sunday I tried to find, I couldn't find, so finally I found here. So, Da, you, me, I, Da. So important. Because in the very beginning, first we become attached to I. Tambungashi Dala Shenjuji, another text composed by Chantakriti, Indian master Chantakriti, who wrote a lot of like books about the true truth, conventional truth, ultimate truth. He wrote that books called Entering into the Middle Way. He wrote that book, and in that book it says, he said, Tambu ngashe dala shenjuji, Tambo, in the very beginning, we become attached to ourselves, I, everybody. It's not just just one person or someone. Then dagi dishi. Then up from there, so then you say my country, my religion, my culture, my tradition, my people, my race. There are many things. So then leads to like there is a complication after complications, all complications after. But bottom line, we kind of forgot the bottom line. Fundamental. What is fundamental things? What is important? What is fundamentally important? Fundamentally here, da, you, she, other, nyam, equal. This is very, very important. For all my friends, it's very important. So we should pay attention. We should pay attention, and also we should study what somebody said in around 8th century, many, many centuries ago. We are living here 21st centuries. So this book has been already written around 8th centuries. So that person called Shivalha Shantideva, the Indian master, he said, Da Tang Shinto Nyambai. That's the very beginning. That's how you meditate on loving compassion. In the beginning, you have to understand you and other equal. Now just take time and think about how often we think like that, how often we think like that, that me and other equal. And how much emphasis we put on that, and how much emphasis we put on secondary level differences, Tibetan, American, Asian, Europe, Buddhist, Christian, believer, non-believer, monastic life, lay people life. These are a bunch of different things and not really necessary. What is most important that we have everybody who thinks, if you think that you and other are equal, you get immense benefit. Then now, what do you mean equal? What do you mean equal? Yeah, we are not equal because I am like 5 feet something. I am 7 feet something physically. I'm taller. I'm smaller, or maybe I'm dark skinned. So I'm Tibetan. What do you mean equal? Equal in the sense you, first point to yourself, you looking for happiness every single second. Do you do that? Doesn't matter. You are Tibetan, Christian, believer, non-believer, atheist. Do you do that? Yes, I do. Look at other person. If that person is doing the same thing, or that person looking for suffering every single second. No, that person is doing the same thing every single second. That person is also hoping or seeking happiness. In that level, that's a fundamental level. In that level, equal. And that person, you are trying to avoid slightly difficulties every single second. Similarly, other person doing the same thing. So now question is, who is right? Both of you are right. You can say I'm right, he's wrong. You both of you are right. So that's the beginning. So that practice will eliminate jealousy. Jealousy, that's the way to overcome jealousy. The jealousy rise because that's like, how is the, it's not equal, better. So that's how the jealousy rise. Oh, someone is better. So that seeing that you are equal. So that's very, very not just important that we have to realize, we have to recognize that. If that mindset is very much active in your mind stream, that change your whole perceptions, change your whole perceptions. So that's the fundamental things. Or you can be like, as I mentioned last Sunday, you can be like team up USD Chapel Hill, or you can be team up Duke. But every single person in that team looking for happiness. Every single team that you support, they're looking for happiness. Same thing. Same thing. Republican, Democratic, same thing. Party, people who involved, they are looking for happiness. Same thing. So okay, so that's one. Just want to re-emphasize because it's very important. It's very important. Yeah, you may have like someone that you don't like. If you focus so much on the superficial level, anger increase. Meanwhile, you have no happiness at all. Why? Because anger is pain. Sungu, Tibetan word called sungu, is not just pain, it's severe pain. That increasing how you can enjoy the state that's free from pain. You can enjoy because there's something that you harbor is severe pain. So that's beginning. How to meditate on loving kind, loving compassion, and how to implement loving compassion in your day-to-day life. In the very first stages, we have to recognize that we are equal. You can't like judge someone, he's not believer, that's why I don't like him. That's not good. It doesn't matter. So what is the matter is everybody should have loving compassion. That's what's most important, okay? Most important. In the initial stage, you should focus on that, emphasize on that, meditate on that, contemplate on that, then happiness will rise. Happiness will rise. Tangbu nidu bedegum. Tangbu means beginning, in the first initial stage. Bede comes means think about that with effort. With effort. Think about that with effort. Put some effort. Then think means meditate, same thing. Think about that means meditate on that. Meditate on that, same thing. Meditate on that means contemplate on that, same thing. Then you are meditating on loving compassions. Based on me and other equal, based on that understanding, based on that knowledge, based on best case, based on that realizations, based on that realizations. That realization is critical for peace, harmony within the friendship, within the family, within the community, within the party, within the team, within the universe. This is very important. Who said not me? So I didn't make this up last night. It's been said many centuries ago. So now the question is, am I missing something, not paying attention on this kind of message and thinking about this kind of message? Am I missing something? Yeah, so then you can ask yourself. Deta dunga nyambenas, de happiness, dungal problems. Nyam means again equal. How? You are looking for happiness, you are trying to avoid problems, same. Other person doing the same thing. Whether that person is belief system is same like you or not, doesn't matter. That person doing the same thing. Tamje dashi sunga chas. Then in the last word, protect. Everybody else protect like yourself. That makes sense? Protect everybody else like yourself. You don't like to be criticized. You don't like to be looked down. You don't like to be, you don't enjoy somebody give you mean look. You don't enjoy that. And how you think that someone else enjoy your bad look, your mean look? Nobody. As I mentioned before last Sunday, if you ask your pet, do you like to enjoy being around with an angry person? But if pets speak language, they will say no. It's not about religion. They have no religion. If you ask them to choose, would you like to be around with someone who cares about you, someone who gives you love? Yeah, they will say yes. And I mentioned before, because based on my experience, my cat, Ninja, I named Compassions. Ninja, no ninja, no ninja. No ninja, no, because she's too big for ninja. It's physically not fit for ninja. No. Ninja compassion. We become close not based on Buddhism. We become close based on affections. She has no idea that I'm monk. She has no idea how many prayers I say. She has no idea. She only knows that I give her love. That's how I become close. No, not because I teach her Buddhism. Tamje dashi sungwa. Very difficult, not easy. But it's worth it. It's worth it. If you protect anybody else like yourself, how to do that? Yeah, so now fundamental question is, what kind of things that destroy your peace of mind? What kind of things that destroy your peace of mind? That's the main questions. Healthy mind produce happiness. Unhealthy mind produce problems. Then what are the unhealthy mind? Jealousy, anger, pride, all of that. What we can do? In America, you have many supermarkets. You have Sam's Club, you have Costco, you have BJ. In each store, there's like more than 20 aisles you can go through. Look around. Can you get anything that helps you to get rid of anger? No. So now you talk about healthy mind, healthy body, healthy mind. What is a healthy mind? Healthy mind is something that need to develop over time. It doesn't become automatic. It needs to be developed based on reason, not based on just belief, mere belief, based on reason. Yeah, of course, if you can develop healthy mind, loving, compassion, all of that, based on your belief, very wonderful. That's very wonderful. Therefore, we must respect every major religious traditions, because every major religious traditions teaches how to be kind, how to be loving. Teach that. If you can believe just on belief, if you can develop those things, that's wonderful. If you need further reason, so then these are the reasons why one should. So that means tamje dashi sumasha. The last word is like protect everybody else like yourself. What that means, that kind of explains another type of practice. It means exchange yourself with others. Exchange. So that practice eliminates pride, arrogance. The realization about equal, that eliminates jealousy. Exchanging oneself with others, that eliminates pride. Dunga tamutsame midujings, in another text. Dunga tamutsame midujings. Even the slightest problem, I don't want. Dunga tamutsame midujings. There's nothing wrong. What is wrong is like if you think other person's looking for problem, that's mistake. That's a big mistake. So that mistake will lead you into a lot of problems. Chain of problem. Chains, how do you say chain? Chains a problem. Chain. Makes sense? Chain a problem. Not just one. Chains a problem. Dunga tamutsame midujings. Everything begins from here. I don't want any problem at all, no matter what. When you see other persons, you don't think like that. Oh, that person deserves suffering. Oh, that person is not good, lazy, ugly, uneducated, poor. What do you get? Nothing. Just forget about religion. What do you get? Nothing. Just saying that what you get in an unhealthy mind. What it does, you have no healthy mind. There's no good. No. These are facts. No, these are the facts. It's nothing to do with religion. So if you think, oh, that's wonderful, very, very good. If somebody tells you, oh, you look very good, how you feel? You feel terrible? You don't feel terrible. You feel good. If you say the same thing to other person, that person will feel good. What that brings close. Close has it. They bring close. You can be American, someone can be Tibetan, you become friend, close. Or you can fight. Or you can fight. We are pretty good at that. Or you can say, oh, you are not Buddhist. Or you are going to go to hell. What that does, it doesn't do any good. It doesn't do any good at all. See, when it comes down on happiness, nobody's content, including yourself. Nobody's content. Nobody. Therefore, there's no difference between me and you. Therefore, that's the primary reason. That's the fundamental reason Therefore, there's no difference between me and you. I think it's not always about learning something new, So this kind of education is not always what is new, or every Sunday what is new. That's nothing new. Sorry to say, that's nothing new. Everything's been said, already said, repeatedly said, again, again. We don't pay attention. That's what is new. What is new is that we don't pay attention. That's the news. Whether it's good news or bad news, that's the news. We don't pay attention. Shantideva said in the very beginning of this text, please read. Very beginning of this text, he said, I have nothing to say. If somebody is wondering, what new that you are going to say, something that has never been said, Shantideva said, I have nothing to say. Anything new is already been said. I wrote these books mainly to benefit myself. Then if someone like me, then they will get benefit. If someone is looking, what Shantideva, what new things he's going to say, wrong intentions. That person is not going to get benefit from this book. There's nothing new. If someone is looking, like poetry, when you write very poem, how you say? Poetry. If somebody is looking for poetry, these people are not going to benefit from this because I'm not poet. He said, I'm not poet. I'm not poet. In the very beginning of this text, I accidentally remember by heart that word. Accidentally remember that word by heart. I am not poet. If somebody is looking for a poem, I have nothing to offer. Therefore, I have no intention these books will benefit. Directly, he said, but indirectly, then said, mainly I wrote these books to benefit me. If somebody is like me, so they will get benefit. So there's nothing new. So what has been said, that needs to be put, think about again, okay? No, then dunga tamoza me de dela na me dada she then go rani chebar zumbi chongle this. Now I'm quoting from another book for Guru Puja. That's the kind of small lambrim. Rani chebar zumbi chongle this. What do you think about self-centered mind? Self-centered mind? Self-centered mind. Is it good or bad? Let's not talk about good or bad. Let's not talk about good or bad. Attitude. All the time, me. All the time, everything about me. That's all. Then another here, somewhere, maybe in some other chapter here, yi che. Like you are saying, you mind. If you want to do something good, you mind need to think twice. Shanti was pointing about his own mind. You mind, if you want to more happiness, you need to think. You need to change your thinking. Look now, in my case, 50 years, more than 50 years. What I accomplished? Nothing. Following is my attitude. Me is the most important anybody else. With that attitude, with following that attitude, what do you accomplish? Now look, what you accomplish. Are you happy all the time? Probably not. Time to change the thinking, time to change. Rani Chebar is almost like chronic disease. Never been healed. It's chronic disease, never been healed. You can't say I'm healthy because you have this chronic disease. It's never been healed. Rani chebar zumi chone this clinging so tightly on yourself. So then I said many times, I've said jokingly, said, like, if somebody makes mistakes, then you are so excited to educate them. It's wrong. is wrong. That's not how you do. This is how you do like this and that. Then there's a from now on, don't you ever do that again. When you make mistake, not big deal. If somebody says something, somebody want to educate you, you don't want to listen. You have no desire to listen. That's the fact. That's the fact. Oh. So examine, throughout your day, examine how we do to examine. That's called Rani Cheba Zumi Chone de Mide Dunga Chebi Jutsun. Do we see that like chronic disease cherishing so much? His Holiness Dalai Lama said, smart self-centered mind. Smart self-centered mind means thinking about others' happiness. That is smart self-centered mind. It will produce happiness. Ignoring others' happiness, just focusing on yourself, that's like foolish self-centered mind. His Holiness label like that, foolish. So that foolish self-centered mind, do I see that foolish self-centered mind is the one who is causing all the problem? Do I see that? Or I still believe there's something good to happen? Do I see that's the problems? So that's the question you need to ask, okay? Or that's the question. Do we see that is the source of all the problems? Do we see that? Or you continuously following that kind of foolish self-centered mind, and it makes you very vulnerable. It makes you not venerable, it makes you very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Every single thing bothers. My way, highway. That attitude. So therefore, so that foolish self-centered mind needs to go sooner or later. Long as we remain under that influence, and there will be no happiness. Means need to open up your heart. You open up your beautiful heart. You open up, you have this beautiful heart. Open up. Open up for everybody. You get immense benefit. So when you think like that, when you are thinking about that, then you are meditating. When you are thinking about that, you are meditating. If you are not thinking about that, you could sit like this, very seriously, with a serious face. If you are not thinking, you are just sitting there. You are just sitting there like, looks very serious, but that's all. You could be laying down in your bed and thinking like that. Oh, I open my heart for everybody. Everybody's beautiful, precious. Everybody's precious and beautiful. It's not based on how they look, how they dress. It's like fundamentally everybody has potentials to become enlightened. Everybody's, we are all precious. We are all precious. Thinking like that, then you get immense benefit. Then you are meditating, whether you are sitting like this or laying down in the beach. Because you are thinking something positive. That's meditations. Then, what is the fruit of that practice? The fruit of that practice will be service. Service. What is the fruit of that service? Fruit of that service is peace. Peace. It's not just here, peace, fruit of meditating on meditating on that I and others are equal. So I exchange myself with others. Fruit of that practice is fruit of that practice is love, compassion, loving compassion. That's the fruit. If you do this practice, what will be the fruit? Fruit will be loving compassions. Loving compassions. Everybody enjoy. Don't take my word. Just ask. Who hates love? You ask. Ask people. Do you hate love? Love? Ask people. Ask kids. And ask, do you like anger? Ask people. Ask people, do you like jealousy? Ask people. Just set aside religion, set aside. Don't talk about religion, just set aside. Practical level, just ask people. How many people hate love? You ask. You ask yourself, do you hate love? Ask yourself. So based on that, then calculate. Then how you say, calculate what to do. Not just calculation, precise calculations, how I should live my life. Based on that, then you calculate. Anybody who enter with a bunch of friends because that person is so angry. Do you see anybody who has more friends? That person is so angry. Nothing to do with religion. So then, based on that, so then what is the fruit of meditating or thinking about those things? I am equal, we are equal, and once in a while I get in your shoes and see how you feel. Exchange one with other. Exchange. What is the fruit of meditating on that practice or implementing that thinking in day-to-day life? Loving compassion. That's the fruit. Loving compassions. What is the fruit of loving compassions? Is service. Providing service. What is the fruit of their service? Peace. Now we know how the peace comes. It's not just peace, not just come from talking about peace. No, you could probably say all day long, peace. So at the same time, you are thinking, you are saying, this is probably a good mantra to say peace. All of a sudden, somebody's phone rings. Then what kind of mindset rise? So peace mindset rise, or something else rise. That means you are not thinking. You are just mumbling the word. You are not really thinking. You are just mumbling the word. May get some benefit of saying nice word, but that's about it. Manam chesung dela gobelos. Please think I'm just throwing some information. Then, please think about. Okay, manam chesung dela gobelos. Which kind of mindset brings you to happiness? Which kind of mindset brings you happiness? Which kind of mindset brings you happiness? Do we have mind? Or just only Tibetan has mind? Then nobody else has mind, not like that. Do we all think? If you think, then from a Buddhist point of view, you have mind, because you are thinking. What kind of mindset brings you to happiness? What kind of mindset brings you happiness? What kind of mindset? Think about that. Manam chezung dela gobelos. Manam chezung. Cherishing others. That brings you happiness. Cherishing others that brings happiness. What do you say? Do you agree? Cherishing other. Other doesn't matter. Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, animals, dog, cat, bird, squirrel, that brings happiness. Not just bring happiness, it brings so many good qualities. It brings more friends. It brings like it makes whole community something wonderful. So now the question is, if somebody become like somebody become like unreasonable, somebody become unreasonable, and what is it? Unreasonable? Then what else? Irresponsible, irresponsible. How is it? Unreasonable? Then please add more word. What else? Huh? Difficulties. All of the many words. There's many things. What I should do. What I should do. So now please say what I should do. I'm asking you. If somebody's being unreasonable, what I should do. I'm asking you what I should do. Huh? Huh? There's hard things to do. There's hard things to do. Yeah, please continue. I'm saying there's hard things to do. Smile. Same hard things to do. Give up? What? Or if I don't do something good, what will happen? If somebody is being unreasonable to me, what I should do? Smile? I cannot smile. It's impossible. What do you say? It's impossible. No, not only heart. Yeah, not only heart. So, what do you say? Knock that person down? Is that the best thing to do?
Sometimes the best thing you can do is let them be.
Huh?
Sometimes the best thing you can do is just let them be.
Let them be and stick around. Stick around with that person. Let them be and hang out. How you say in America, hang out? How you say in America, hang out with that person?
My point, all I'm saying is, and this is just my little 2 cents.
Yeah, that's good.
Is you let them say what they need to say. I don't argue. I just say, I hear you, and thank you, and then I go.
Oh.
Because that's all I can do.
And
I don't make it worse by engaging the anger or the whatever. But that's sometimes the best I can do.
What it requires to say, that to reach in the state that you can say thank you. That's hard things to achieve. How you can achieve that state, somebody criticizing you, somebody being unreasonable, then you say thank you. How you can get there? Huh? Oh. So we are having debate here, debate. Is it possible to pray for enemy?
Yes.
Are we capable? What it does, before you have anger. you can fuel that anger, make situation worse. You can do, you are capable too. You are also capable of that. Or you can minimize anger. Now the question is, now before your perception is very negative, it's all 100% negative. That is not something that's very enjoyable. Enjoyable. Ask yourself, do you really enjoy holding this negative mindset and fueling that negative mindset? Do you enjoy? Question is no. It all comes down to your own happiness, or your own happiness. So now that's good. You said it's possible that you could pray for your enemy. Enemy. Oh, that's good news. That's very good news. That means you wish. You are wishing something positive, right? Is it possible to wish something positive for your friend or for your enemy? Oh, that's good news. Are we capable? Yeah, we are capable. What it does, it changes your perceptions. When you see that person, your blood pressure is not shoots up. Your blood pressure is not in normal level. You could, you shoot up your blood pressure, but you could set up all kind of negative mindset. Because of anger, people kill people. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Because we don't spend much time to recognize that anger is a pain, severe pain. That's what anger is, severe pain. Even though there's many destructive emotions, the anger is the worst one. Pain, do we understand? Do we understand that anger is a pain? If we have realization of that anger is pain, we will never rely on anger. We will never rely on anger. Because 24 hours, 7 days a week, anger is a severe pain. Then also plus also that you don't want any pain. So now the question is, why you get angry? Doesn't make sense. It's easy to say, sorry, but easy to say. But I'm the one who's saying it here now. Easy to say, but no, not easy to do. So then, the reaching that level, so saying somebody criticizing you, or thank you, that's wonderful things to do, but that's very hard things to do. And how you get there with practice means that you are thinking daily basis. You are thinking about that. You are thinking means you are meditating on that daily basis. Then how is about anger is severe pain? What will happen if you say that like mantra? Anger is severe pain. Anger is severe pain. I don't want pain. Anger is severe pain. I don't want pain. Why you drive? If somebody cuts up, what it does? It protects you. If you are staying and thinking, anger is severe pain. I don't want any pain. If you are saying that, so somebody cuts you up, probably you can let it go. That means you are protecting yourself. No? So, what kind of mantra really said, I want happiness, I want happiness, it's all about me, it's all about me, I want happiness. Then that mantra is recited large quantities, so that we have developed realizations. Realization means spontaneous, you don't have to think about it, it becomes spontaneous. Like that. So, so that's what called review meditations. You memorize some message from some book, then you review, means you repeat, and you think. On daily basis, you think, and you remember, that person, I don't get very long with that person. Before it's so serious, Now I'm wishing something wonderful to that person. I'm wishing that person's perception will change. Therefore, I'm going to do this practice, and dedicate it for that person to change their perceptions and become more compassionate, more kind, more warm-hearted. And there's possibility that we may become friend again. Oh, something like that. Friend and enemy is all relative. There's no absolute friend. There's no absolute enemy. No, today's best friend become tomorrow's worst. Today's best friend become worse. Tomorrow it become worst enemy because of few unguarded words. Then superimpose, finish. Friendship is finished. That happens all the time. It happens many times in this life. So if you believe life before this, already happened many times. If you believe in the future life, it will happen for many more times. Why it's so serious? It's not serious. This just happened based on cause and conditions. It's based on everything changed. Everything changed. It requires many knowledge, many knowledge to say, like if somebody criticizing you, say thank you. It's very good, many knowledge. It requires many knowledge. And also say do something good. It's hard. You've been in that position. Have you been to that position? I've been in this position. Have you been in that position? So, I tell you one story. So probably a lot of you already heard that. My brother's wife, she's Swiss. She's psychiatrist. She is psychiatrist. I am Buddhist monk. Can you imagine there's a problem between Buddhist monk and psychiatrist? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. When you need love, you don't have love. When you need compassion, you don't have compassion. What do you have? Anger, jealousy, pride. That's why there's no happiness. So see, can you believe there's argument between a psychiatrist and Buddhist monk? Unbelievable. See, I was there in Zurich, in Switzerland. I was there. He's always giving teachings. So I want to go to the teachings, but I don't know how to get around in the city. So my brother offers, okay, I will drop you there. And the wife got so upset. She thinks that I'm abusing him. I have no intention to abuse him. And she said the reason all comes down to attachment to self. Reason because if he wakes up, then he wakes her up. This early morning teachings. So she's not backing down. Psychiatrist is not backing down. Buddhism, on the other hand, is not backing down. So there's no solutions now. Buddhism monk thinking, oh, I have every right because he's my brother. That kind of mindset, there's no compassion. And she said, okay, I'm going to sleep in there's an office there where she sees patient who has problem in the mind. Problem in the mind because she's psychiatrist. That's where she's a patient. She said, I'm going to sleep there. Oh, I'm not saying, oh, sorry, all my mistake, please don't go. I'm saying, oh, in my mind, say, go. Go. In my sense, I don't care, you go. I didn't do anything wrong. Before that, everybody was eating together, laughing, all of a sudden everything disappeared. Nobody's talking. There's so much tension. My brother don't know what to do. Caught up between me and her. So on the other hand, practically, I don't know how to get around. I don't know, because I don't know how to get around. Even though there's a lot of good transportation, I don't know how to get around. So it took a lot of time, it took a long time. So So that's what I'm saying. If you have love, compassion, care, whole situation will remain the same thing. Nobody's breaking up. Somebody has to give up in order to achieve peaceful solutions, but nobody giving up. I've been there, and I've been there. I've been there, done that. So not easy, not easy, no, not easy. Or if you are thinking, oh, Geshe-la is enlightened, no, not at all, not at all, not at all. I struggle all the time, but I also think, But anyway, so that's the situation. So it's very hard. If you are thinking daily basis, if you are thinking about these things on a daily basis, if you are practicing, then maybe when it becomes dark, your flashlight is already charged. You can turn on. Turn on. If you don't charge, when everything becomes dark, even though your flashlight is useless, you can't turn on because there's no battery. So much stuff here, so much stuff. Loving kindness, compassion, peace, and all of that, exchanging oneself with others, all of that here, but nothing here. Nothing here. So what you should do to get something here? Think in daily basis, think in daily basis. That's how you put little by little, little by little, little by little. So traditionally, when you get, because you do 3 prostrations, very throne there you are going to sit on, you do 3 prostrations, there's traditions. What is the purpose? You're trying to eliminate your pride. You try to eliminate your pride and arrogance. You may get pride and arrogance sitting on this high throne. You try to get rid of that before you get on. And you throw yourself in front of that. You throw yourself. And you visualize your teacher on the throne. And you just throw yourself there, down there. Try to get rid of your pride. Or anxiety, or fear, or concern, or how people are going to take my talk. Why you worry? You just say the truth. Then that's what's all matter. How people take it, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't worry about that. That's not under your control. So then when you get on, try to get on. But I usually don't follow the traditions. So when you get on, then you are supposed to say, then you snap your finger. You say, Kamarari Mameda everything that we see, we hear, we touch, everything, there's nothing is serious. Everything's like dream, like illusions. That's the kind of mindset you are supposed to generate before you get on your throne. They say, you will disappear, your friend will disappear, or your relative will disappear. Everything in the past, you are not going to see them again, is past. Everything will change. Everything will change. You will change. Everything will change. Could be last moment. Could be last day. No clue. Could be last day. You'll be honest, truthful, transparent, or lie. Your choice. You try to remind yourself, before you get to your throne, you say the stanza, Kamarari Mamedas, karma like star, Juma like illusions, dream, lightning in the sky. All these things happen like this, gone. Lightning in the sky happen like this, gone. Trying to remind yourself impermanent. Trying to set up your mind in the right directions. Try to set up your mind in the right direction. Nothing to be pride, nothing to be arrogant. Everything will change. Could be last day. Make sure that your mind is not polluted by negative mindset. That's the most important things. Make sure that your mind is not polluted by something negative. That's the most important. Then you say out of, try to say out of compassion, loving kindness, whatever you're going to say, nothing to worry about. Everything else is like Nothing is serious. Everything else like dream, illusions. Everything like illusions. Not illusions, like illusions. Like illusions. So then you sit down. Then again, then you say, refuge and Bodhisattva prayer. Why you say? Again, you're trying to re-emphasize how to set up your positive motivations. I'm here just to benefit, that's all, just to benefit. If you say one word, just to benefit, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Not trying to change somebody's life, just to benefit. Huh? So then you take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, so then you try to develop altruistic attitude. So then you talk from out of that. No fear, no anxiety, no you just talk out of that. So then, it's all depend on the karma. So, why so just sharing with you, See, this is called teaching mudra. Teaching mudra, you see in some statue like this. See here, Lama Atisha. This symbolizes teachings. The three principal path is symbolized. Then there's kind of like will. The one goes down, goes out, that means teach, explain, teach. It doesn't go like this. It goes like this, that means just talk, not walk. Not walk, just talk. This means not just talk. This means not just talk, walk. Walk means whatever you said, put it in your practice. Put it into practice. So sometimes then you see like this, sometimes you see like this, sometimes you see this. This is called teaching mudra. When you teach, you are supposed to do that. As I said, I don't follow traditions. So you wonder, so that's why I'm called lazy. So I don't follow. I'm supposed to do that, but I don't do. I never do. So then sometimes you see like this and that, like this, some statues. This means teach. This means knowledge. Knowledge. The very purpose of knowledge is to put into meditations. This symbolizes meditations. That means the very purpose of this knowledge is put into meditations. This knowledge could be compassions. What is it for? Put into meditations. This sometimes you see this teaching mudra, sometimes you see that. That's like very purpose of knowledge is put into practice, meditations. So now what is meditations? Think. Need to think. So breathing meditations, a lot of people like breathing meditations. But in order to tackle our unhealthy mind, breathing meditation is not enough. It's not enough. It will probably keep your mind a little short period of time within yourself. It will help you to keep your elephant with you a little while. When the elephant gets out, if you are under the influence of your elephant, so then you do what elephant tells you to do. You don't tell your elephant what to do. Your elephant tells you what to do. So then maybe now time is way over. So sorry. So it's 7 minutes over. Sorry. So I got a little excited. So yeah. So I'll stop here. So not so much. I'll stop here. So please, if you are very interested about how to practice loving compassions, then please read this Shantideva's stanza. Alhamdulillah will point. It's chapter number 8.
Chapter number 8, stanza
chapter number
90
8.
and 91.
Stanza number 90, chapter number 8. So, so then share that with other people, then you feel good. It's already been said many, many centuries ago. You didn't just made it up last night. It's already been said. You just repeat here. Repeat here. So then share that. And then if you can make one person more kinder, that's like more merit than you fill sky with gold and make offering to Buddha. You create more merit helping one person to become kinder. You create more merit than the universe filled with gold, then you make offer. you create a lot of merit, but you create more merit just helping one person to become more kinder. So that's the importance of loving compassion. Okay, so this is the loving kind of meditation or practice based on Shantideva's message. Here, chapter number 8, it says in number 90. So and best if you can memorize, then you can meditate on that. You don't need books. You can already have book here. You don't need a book. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you.
So in the Gopur book, turn to page 191, and we'll read the praises to the 21 Taras in order to remove obstacles to the light of the path retreat.
So this reciting 21 Tara praises for for betterment of everybody, especially who come here at Kadampa Center, then of course for the removing the obstacle for light of the path retreat, and then reciting that also, like whoever reciting that, you get benefit. Okay.
From your sublime abode at the Potala, O Tara born from the green letter Tam, your crown adorned with Amitabha, action mother of the Buddhists of the 3 times, Tara, please come with your attendants. The gods and demigods bow to your lotus feet, O Tara. You who rescue all who are destitute, to you, Mother Tara, I pay homage. Oh, my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage, Tara, swift heroic, eyesight lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of Three Rivers, turbine lotus. Homage, she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with vibrate resplendent as 1,000-star collection. Homage, golden blue and lotus, water-born and hand-adorned, giving effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage, crown of Tathagatas, action, shrine, without limb. Relied on by conquerors' children, having reached your perfection. Homage filling with tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with your feet the 7 worlds, able to drop front of beings. Homage worshipped by the all-Lord, Shaka Ani Brahma Maru, honored by the host of spirits, corpses there's Pandavas Yakshas. Homage with their chant and pay sound, destroying foes' magic diagram, her feet pressing left out right, blazing in a raging fireplace. Homage to the very dreadful destroyer of Mara's champion, she with frowning lotus fist, who is sayer of all. Homage at the heart her finger, sojourn her with Rijumuta, vibrant masses all excited, all directions feels adorn her. Homage she so joyous radiant, crowning emitting garlands of mirthful laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage crown adorneth crescent, moon on ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage she with wreath ablaze like eon deadening fire abiding. Raishak left and joy surround you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scaling with the letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana. She endowed with Omen Soha, destroyer of the great eagle. Homage she with joy surround, tearing foes' bodies asunder, praises whom in knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage today with seed letter, of the shape of syllable, 5+10 is 3, Smayur Mandara and Vindhya. Homage holding in her hand the hammer queen of Deva Lake, with white spoken Tara MP, totally dispelling poison. Homage she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in our joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with Swaisara and Tutare, she dispels every contagion. Homage full of liberating, powered by the set of 3 natures, Drasasa spirit Yakshas, and raised corpus supreme today. These praises with the mantras and prostrations thus are 21. Turn to page 190. We'll read the prayer of the benefits. Whoever is endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites it with supreme faith, remembering at dawn upon waking and in evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. the multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of a Buddha. If affected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, drunk, or from a living being, just by remembering will one be thoroughly cleansed. If this prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, it will pacify all the sufferings of torments caused by spears, fevers, and poisons, and by other beings as well. If you wish for a child, you will get a child. If you wish for wealth, you will receive wealth. All your wishes will be fulfilled, and all obstacles pacified. Turn to page 246 and 7. I'll read the dedication from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
Hi, I'm Elise from Outreach. Thank you, Geshe-la. That was, again, as usual, a wonderful teaching. And we all come here to learn about how to have a peaceful, happy mind, how to cherish others. And it's something that we can practice in our everyday life. But sometimes it's helpful to step outside of your usual circle. And we here at Kadampa Center want to offer you some opportunities. In 2 weeks, on Saturday, March the 23rd, we have Adopt a Stream. It's an opportunity to get together with others, help clean up the environment, and develop a compassion for other sentient beings and their environment. It's a good way to get to know yourself, to practice these things that we learn here, and you'll learn a lot about yourself and others. And then in 3 weeks, on March the 30th, there's an opportunity to join us in a food packing event for Rise Against Hunger. We get together on Saturday morning and pack these packages of food that are sent around the world wherever there's a food crisis. It's an assembly line kind of thing. It's family friendly, and we invite you to join us. You do need to sign up by just emailing me at Outreach, and there's more information and about how to sign up on the web. They're both in the mornings, about 9 to noon.
And I've got a couple of other quick things. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Kadampa Center, this is our Sunday when we do new member orientation, and I think Kim in the back will be leading that orientation, so stick around here in the Gampa and she'll take care of that. I have dueling microphones. Also wanted to let you know that next Sunday is going to be a very special program. We're going to be welcoming Geshe Sangpo back from his travels in India. So bring your katas, and it's appropriate if you wish to bring a card for him or an offering if you want to. And we'll be greeting him when he comes in. And then we'll have another presentation about the pilgrimage, and you'll get to see some of the holy sites and hear Geshe Sangpo's commentary on what the pilgrims did in the trip to the monastery and other holy sites in India last fall. So don't miss that. Bring your katas, and we'll see you next week.